Today I'm building a new farm to add to our existing collection, but first let's decorate the area a bit. In the last episode I created a little patch of ground in front of the warehouse, and as of now I'm liking the feel of it, so I want to keep it going. Let's shave off the first layer of dirt and then add our gravel mixture afterwards. We'll start with the raw gravel and then splatter in some of the dirty kind later. Lastly, we'll fill in the rest with just the normal textured variant before going on to the next step. Right now, all we have to do is decorate it. I don't really know what I want to do up here, but one thing is sure. I have to have some holding base for some of the raw materials that we use on top of the plateau. After that, I think it'd be a good idea to have the existing tracks extend all the way to the base. That way the forklifts can come over here if they wanted to. We can also add a small little parking lot for the drivers so that they can park their vehicles when they clock out. I'll fill in some of the spaces when I have some designs ready, but I need a couple of hours in a creative world before I can do that. Right now, I need to get some of the stuff together so we can tackle the lower area. Now that we have some pathways to connect up the different farms that we have, we can start and give this area a bit of an upgrade. First of all, some basic windmills. Nothing too fancy, these are mostly just here to add some movement to the scenery, and I have to say, making small windmills isn't my biggest talent. I went through multiple versions of these and I ended up picking this design. Not my finest work, but it'll do the job. As for the other side, on the waterfront, I want to add some silos and tanks to store liquids. What liquids? I don't really know. You guys can tell me in the comments down below what we can store in these. Using some girders and these train hulls, it should be pretty easy to add some tanks and silos on this little patch of ground over here. Of course, we need to add some warning signs for the people that are passing by, but that's that. There's not much to it, it's just tanks as of this moment. On the other side, I want to do something with cobblestone, as the sand and gravel farm is close by. So why don't we add an open container filled with some cobblestone and a belt with a big funnel on top of it leading into it. To get the cobble from the pile into the funnel, we'll need some heavy machinery. And that's a digger for you. I actually really like the design, and I'll probably add some more of these all over the place, but not right now. I'll add in some containers and crates though, and a little bit of foliage so that it's just not one flat slab of ground. And that will be it for the industrial zone for this episode. Now onto the new farm. First of all, we'll need to get a little base in place. Using some tough bricks, I'll extend some walls from the seafloor all the way up to our foundation level. We'll end up with an open rectangle, and this will be ideal for our farm. Did I tell you what this farm is going to be? No? Well, it's going to be a simple kelp farm, because I keep running out of belts, and I never have any kelp on stock. Before we can build the farm though, we'll need to clear up some water and some blocks, and because I don't have any sponges, and I don't want to set up a pump system to get rid of the water, I'll do this the old-fashioned way. For the farm itself, we can simply make a groove in the walls and make a line of mechanical saws connected to a gantry to harvest the kelp. Easy as whatever the saying is, right? Up on top of the foundations, we can add a simple building consisting of mud bricks and some limestone for the top building. And since we now have walls and I know how much space I have on the inside to build a little furnace, I can do that. This will automatically dry out some kelp. That way I always have a backlog for belts, funnels, and other create stuff next to the, well, normal kelp. And for the rest of the decoration, I don't really know what I want to do on the top of my head. So give me a couple of hours to add some details to this building, and I'll be back with you in a second. I did a little stream and decorated this place with chat. I'm adding in a little catwalk at this moment with some ladders as a finishing touch, but this is what we've got. It's a little interior with a nice rotating garage door. Outside, they're drying up some kelp, and we've got some containers on the other side. I connected the loading dock up with the main tracks, but I had to build a simple bridge to cross the existing roads that, well, I already had in place. But I think it works. And it seems that I have run out of time. So we'll keep this going in next week's episode. If you like this one though, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!